What's the Sinner Deceives? Who Killed Me? By Emilia J. Bronx. LGBTQIA transgender thriller story. This story is more than a sexual revenge story, this is the very essence of revenge. What does the sinner deserves? Emilia tried to strike a balance in the story. On the one hand, she wanted to bring an LGBTQ plus transgender theme, on the other hand, a good thriller, a murder one. The motive, greed. Intentional homicide committed for profit, and it's spiced with personal revenge and one or two surprising turns. A young man, Bruno Meyer, is about to undergo a gender reassignment surgery. He knew it for a long time that it has to be done, although he wanted it, he didn't do it yet. But now, due to a chance from life, there is no other opportunity. He can't let the grass grow under his feet, it's time for the surgery. The truth is, his chance came hand in hand with negative business affairs. The surgeries begin, and while being in the hospital, Bruno faces severe thoughts he hasn't even thought about before, administration tasks and resumption after surgery. He can't really think about those things for long. He feels that his business failures disappeared, at least he thought about them that way, since he faced the business opportunity of his dreams that completely charmed him and may finally let him to amend his way and settle his business. In the meantime, Bruno isn't realizing that while he is recovering in the hospital, somebody is waiting for him, and the command is alive: you've seen him as a man, now you can kill her as a woman. Bruno returns to her New York apartment, where the killer is already waiting for her. She barely became a woman and now she's dead. The police begin to investigate the case, but the evidence shows clearly that there is no question of murder, only an unlucky accident happened. Just because there is a corpse, it doesn't mean that violence happened. Now what? Of course, we have a protagonist, Bruno, who won't give up on the investigation of her half-brother's case until she gets reassuring answers. Bruno thinks about who could gain advantage of her brother's death. As she thinks about the case, it becomes more and more clear that it wasn't an accident. Luckily, Bruno gets help with the investigation, but how come the police don't handle Bruno's death as a murder? How can it be seen as an accident? Was it a murder after all, since millions of dollars worth of loot was left behind? The true series of events must be revealed. Can Bruno succeed when the police close the case as an accident? Will it come clear who is guilty of the murder, and will that person become what it deserves? How all this confusion affects Bruno's life. Gender reassignment associated with fear and misunderstanding creates an interesting revenge-themed crime story full of surprising twists. Read the novel to find out the answers and how love becomes revenge and revenge love again.